Welcome Brawlers, I'm the Hermit and I hope you're ready for the winter chill. Because for the achievement It's Cold Outside, we are going to be playing Hylda of the Icy Crown. For 2 a white and a blue, we get a 3/4 legendary human warlock. Whenever you tap an untapped creature your opponent controls, you may pay 1 mana. When you do, choose one. Create a 4/4 elemental token, put a +1 counter on each creature you control, or scry 2 then draw a card. So this deck is about tapping our opponent's stuff. So we have cards that tap creatures, also a couple of cards that tap permanents or non-land permanents. For instance, with double the statue, we can target a creature, or we can also target an artifact to destroy it, and we get to draw a card. Then we have some enchantments that tap our opponent's stuff. Honest Work from Avatar. It makes a creature become a mana dog, but it also taps and removes their counters. Cryo Shatter, this one is more of a payoff. Enchanted creature gets -5/-0, and when it becomes tapped or is dealt damage, we get to destroy it. Leap Magic taps it doesn't untap. And then we have some others doesn't untap, like Hylda, Chi Blocker. When it enters, tap up to 1 target creature, doesn't untap as long as you control Hylda. We also have Tractor Beam, we gain control of the permanent. It's enchant creature or spacecraft, so we tap enchanted creature. It doesn't untap and we get control of it. Damages completion, similar, but instead of we getting control, it just loses its abilities and it can be untapped. Then we obviously have Array of Numbing Depths. Whenever we tap a creature our opponent controls, we draw a card, but only once each turn. Also, when she enters, we tap and put a stone counter on something. Now, this one, you can also obviously trade it for your commander if you want a little better matchmaking, but Hylda isn't as bad, and just getting the versatility to draw cards, put a counter on everything, and just getting bodies out is good enough. We also have Kalim, Yorabes the Sea God, Summon Shiva, and Gadwig the Wizened. Whenever we cast a spell, if we have Gadwig, we tap a non-land permanent. Then we have some more card draw in case we don't have Hylda out. Stock up, pull resources. Verity Circle, whenever we tap an untapped creature and it's not declared an attacker from our opponent, we may draw a card. Since we also need a decent amount of mana, we have some mana rocks, Signet, Talisman, Heart, Mind Stone, and File of Galadriel, as well as Replicating Ring. We also have a couple of other taps, draw a card, or in the case of Bloodstone Needle, if we craft it with an artifact, we get to pay 1 mana to make our creature explore. Crashing Wave, we can waterbend X, meaning we pay X. With Convoke / improvise, and then we tap X creatures, and notably if we have Hylda, we can tap up to 3, or I guess we can tap however many we want. It's not one that hasn't been chosen, so for each creature we tap, we get a trigger. Merfolk Trister taps a creature and it loses abilities until the end of turn. So that's the deck. Now let's get into the queue and see if we can tap some of our opponents. And because it's winter, they might get some counters, or some ways that they don't untap during their upkeep. And for this one I feel a little better than I did with the elves, just because the fact that Mana dorks in general are heavily weighted on the matchmaking. Okay, never mind, we run straight into a Yanni. I guess we also, I forgot to mention, we also have a decent number of lovely savior of rats, so we shouldn't be in too much trouble. Turn scolding, definitely better at never mind. At dealing with the fact that Ayani comes with 2 creatures. Maybe we should steal Ayani.
Nothing can break our bond.
Okay, so they have a way to remove their own creature. And also deal some damage. So, GG's. They were gonna exile the signet. And then just start making 2/1s every single turn. Actually, is this because I got 2 mythic? Because I should mention, well, I a little braggy, but I got 2 mythic in constructed by playing some the Esper Tempo deck. Nerfy, they might be either zombies or snow. They are also in the holiday spirit. Hopefully that means we can win some. Yeah, getting these 2 is kind of rough. Actually, we got 3 4 drops. Okay, so opponent has their heart. And we have counters. They don't have. They only have 1 snow mana, so Nerfy would not be coming back. Sure. Play the neutral tap. Zombie. And it has max speed. Let's run Hylda, see if our opponent has room. They just have their command. Guess we pass for now. So here we can counter tap Make a 4/4, I think. Or we could even just completion, make it lose its abilities, and get the 4/4 as well. Depends on what our opponent is going to take. Isa. Ooh. Okay. They make us sacrifice. We are going to tap. Sure. Another 4/4.
This is more enjoyable than slaying demons.
Yeah, if they wanted to do that, they needed to do it pre-combat. But at least they still get to draw their cards.
Necromancy is a lot like plucking turnips.
Play Verity Circle.
I am exhausted.
Also, this gives our tapped creatures XP, so that's nice. Yeah, we will play Lost in the Maze, get to draw a card, and also make a 4/4. Maybe we draw another card? No, we should make the 4/4. Here I think we might want to draw a card after we tap something with Hylda. Only if I can left your grave. Actually, I'm thinking that Tractor Beam doesn't work with Hylda. I guess we're about to find out. Or not. Yeah, we could also just Verity Circle, tap it, attack for lethal. So GG's, Narfi. I mean, we will give our opponent some credit. They are still in the holiday spirit. It just happens that Hylda might be better than probably Narfi, definitely Svela, and I don't know about. Well, it is. She might be better than Morito of the Frost, but yeah, Jorn. Yeah, he might not be better than Jorn. The one I played. I don't know where I was blanking on. Of greatest airbender. Oh, yep, we can play with this hand. Although if we don't draw another land, we will cry for sure. Okay, so Cavern, not ideal. Budget most definitely bad. Opponent is going full aggro here. Is maybe we try to go for a rat. Yep. And Mindstone away. We will take a huge chunk here, I think. You should also attack with your Grey Serpent. But who am I to? Go like this. Wrath of God. They get their Earthbended lands back. But they have 3 mana, we have 6. Ooh. First, let's take the knowledge. Intervention, X2. Nice, takes opponent. The Earth King. With a Bosco here. I mean, a 4/4 bear. Non-legendary. It's for damage to us, but we get a 4/4 in return. Flame Slash on Hylda. They play some non-creatures or a non-human, we can counter it. might as well. And both the file as well as lock are gonna give us the cards we need. There we have it. I guess they are going to try to get the Earth King to a 4/4. Launch into winter, opponent says good game. Yeah, I guess that was lethal. We would also draw 2 cards here, another in our upkeep, and we had another 4/4. GG's. And we were already getting better matches than the elves. I can't believe. There is definitely some anti-dork bias, but warranted, I guess. Mana dorks, if you get one, you get mana dork in your opening hand, it's gonna help you run away with the game, especially on the play. The Kid Rock is gonna take us for a ride. Yep, Otsis. Cowboy Otsis. Probably not as fun as Demon Otsis, I guess it is. Play the Signet. Opponent has fight rigging. Well, they mill it. So maybe they need another land. Or, okay. Getting to Delirium also makes sense. We also need another land, I guess. Earth King. I guess with a creature they would get to Delirium. Here we should pass. Or next. I don't think this is going to work for you, opponent. Topple the statue that is the Nexus. Yeah, let's rat here. That was actually a very tough choice. Hydrox needs to deal damage in order to do the thing. So as soon as it becomes tapped, it will die to Cryo Shell. I thought it called. Always make the 4/4. If it's red, only if it's red we tap it. Fortunately, they're not going to be red. Necromancy. Create these two. And it seems opponent has removed. Unfortunate. So they are going to be able to draw 5 cards here. Rising. Romancer. I will settle for that with Scalding. Grab Night Extractor. Ooh, nice. Here, X1. Sorry, Necromancy. Yeah, I didn't realize about that interaction. Let's pass here. One, two, three, four, five. What does that do? When this enters, you may sacrifice. If you do, I guess they're gonna sacrifice the Ultimus. Yep. A little unfortunate. And they're gonna steal a card with Breath. Hopefully. Not. Okay, stuck up. Not devastating, but definitely bad. Yeah, this Technomancer is doing the work for open. I guess the reanimation spells are probably what got them this win. Destroy target enchantment. For Spike, I don't think we... GG's. Yeah, they had enough lethal here. Maybe we can exile this, but it's still gonna be Chompulok City. So. Narfi again. Sure. Let's get some surveil action going. Lockup is actually part of a good plan. With hoarding. Funny. They need a way to sacrifice. Otherwise we can just tap. Finding the monster. This one is expensive for the tap, but it's definitely serviceable as a ramp. First Marauder. sacrifice the downer and also put a stone counter on the army. Let's get card draw here. Toxic Deluge. I guess we can get back stock up. Beat the swarm. Make a 4/4. Come out for the ring. Brave Titan. We can able to scream on one of the guys. We also steal the other one. Actually, this kills it. Yep. GG's. Yeah, I didn't do the math, but we could have just swords to plowshares instead of able to scream from the get-go. It got too lethal. Against shrines. How do we feel? We don't feel too bad. But we for sure want to get rid of her. They have another piece of ramp here. We play the Signet. Otherwise, we need to keep up Wash Away. Sí. Overlord, yep. Maybe this is okay. They have drawn one card from CCs. Never mind. So 2 mana draw 2, I guess that's a decent rate. But I don't think we should let them draw any further cards. If we get another land. Die. Okay, they wash away. Then we need to charade on the overload. We'll keep those 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Just okay, never mind. Yep. I think this we needed to keep intervention after all. So that one's on me. Yep. Yes. Didn't need to think about it. We didn't have any counter magic. We just had a tap. So if they went for it, I mean, maybe they could have not wanted to go for it. They played around the counter spell, but the fact is they still had Tasa giving them ramp every turn at the very least. Harris. This hand might be insane. But then again, they might have removal for the architect. Yeah, it seems like that's the case. Witness protection. Huh. Not what I expected. So at some point in the future, if we get a fetch land, it's gonna be sooner, but at some point we will get one card draw. They have preordained. Worldly case. Circle resolves. This might be the O'Harris turn, if I'm not mistaken. This is... seems that way. Yep. And we don't have the lands, so yeah, that one was kind of rough. We needed to draw more lands. That way we could try to at least keep up, but what are you gonna do? And we just got no worries. I guess that one is the no spells. Fellows, okay, we need harder removal for this one. Away. And tapping it, not letting it tap. Also, the opponent just had to not draw. Turn 1, Kami to Flare of Cultivation. Here we name human. A desert. That is not ominous at all. To draw a card. So world. Counter could tap, but do anything in this. Okay. Kogla. Yep, that things. Look up. Swords. Gonna give our opponent cards here, but we're also gonna draw some ourselves. Old board tyrant. Voting click. So GG, let's concede right here. We were not gonna be able to produce as many Horde Force as fast as we should in order to keep up with it. So GG's. Okay. Yeah, maybe Rofellos is much for us, but it's definitely right up there. It's kind of the power level we're trying to go for. Okay. Maybe I should have kept quiet about it. Wrath of God. Seems like they have protection. Hopefully just hexproof and not indestructible, but enough indestructible protection here. So try to bind Rofellos here. Okay, it was just hexproof. Should have gone for the Wrath. At least now we can... Okay, never mind. When it says good game, they just get the nod. GG's. Hang at the crossroads. Not ideal, but we can work with this. Dobra. Knowledge and we tap. Kind of needed that land. Yep. Get ang. Hidden. Comfort Mystic. That is a weird one. Sort of Fire and Ice. Right glass gear hole. Okay. Step ang. Scry going. Got you. I guess that attack didn't make sense. Could be okay here. But not okay. I mean, we are already in bad shape, so this doesn't add too much to the mix. GG's. Yeah, maybe we need to trade a couple of these ones for more rats, even though that goes against the trying to get to tap our opponent stuff. But we're almost there, so if you want to play this one as better, it's a better deck. A couple of cards should go. And instead we play some more red. You and you as well. Power 3 or greater, that gets Hylda. Not that one. And that should be it. So yeah, I guess that should be it for today. Those changes were probably the most relevant ones. You could also try, maybe if you want to remove some of the artifacts, but I like them. But if you were to, you could try the Wrath that exiles every artifact and creature with mana value 3 or less. Or maybe just another, maybe Sunfall. That one also. Yeah, that one also should make things better. That way you can essentially ramp, get some card advantage, set up until you are at the right position to play Hylda, and start getting some value out of her. So thank you for watching. Like I said, this is gonna be it for today. I'm the Hermit, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.